Hey, 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 guess what time it is, everybody?
Letter time. It's always
Yes.
letter time. Yes.
Letter time. This one's from Carlos. Hello, Carlos.
Hello, Carlos.
Wait, that's from Carlos?
Carlos?
Yes, our dear friend, Carlos. Let's see what that says inside. Okay. All right. What is Ferric's favorite drink?
Isn't it like mulberry beet or something like that?
I think it was the tequila, wasn't it?
Well, yes, all of the above. But the line here says a hoot bear float.
Wow.
Oh. Do you know, that is exactly the sort of joke Carlos would say. I like it.
Well, thank you so much for your letter, Carlos.
We love you.
Thank you.
Carlos.
And remember, you are loved, you're important, and you matter.
Amen.
Welcome to Power Word Fail, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. Starring Katie,
Idolia Rowan, bearer of the hero's light.
Ian,
Ambrose Busan, church wander.
Andy, the not forgotten.
Oh, you remembered this time. Pickles. The remembered.
Austin,
Ferric, singer of the grave.
Allie,
Navara, the frozen and burned.
and Nathan.
Eugene, we've got to work on our party tactics.
Joining us this week will be Tyrell,
Ravenel. I was actually pretty impressed.
and I am the Dungeon Master Cody, and this is episode 46 of Power Word Fail. Upon arriving at the entrance to the old mine where you expected to find the Dark Matron, you decided to take a long rest before descending into the mines. After an uneventful night, you began to make your way inside, and almost immediately found the tunnel ended in a lift to the lower portions of the cavern. The lift was only big enough to carry half of your team at a time. Ambrose, Ferric, Adelia, and Pickles went first, and were immediately confronted by snake-like cultists. As the fighting commenced, the lift broke, leaving Ravenau, Eugene, and Navara stranded above. A fight ensued, and despite Navara and Ravenau taking some pretty massive damage from a cone of cold, once they reached the lower level, you successfully defeated the cultists, who collapsed into piles of snakes upon being killed. And that's where we'll pick back up. You have just stomped the life out of the snakes that were once cultists. You find yourself in the, seems like the base of operations for this lower portion of the mine. Again, there is a storeroom, an office, looks like some beds, some kind of a break room. There is another tunnel with some more storage. And then there is the path forward, deeper into the mine.
Everyone group up.
But I want to look at this office.
I'm going to pull out a healing canister, and anyone that is willing to group up can get some temporary hit points.
Yes.
Okay.
Above board I should, but Pickles wants to go in the office, so
That's
where
totally
she
fine.
was headed. That's where she shall go.
Here we go, let me roll for it.
Ambrose said to approach, so Miraz is there.
That's fine. Did it pop up? I don't see it.
Eldritch Cannon 11.
Oh, wow. You guys got 11 temporary hit points. There we go. And I put it in my pocket.
Nice. Do you require any healing? It looked like that spell was significant.
I could absolutely use one, especially if you don't have to stab me to do it. No offense,
Listen,
Ferric.
I told you it was jarring.
You warned me. I'm just a sissy.
Ravenel, are you well?
Save your strength. If I need additional healing, I should be able to fend for myself. I do have a couple divine tricks up my sleeve.
Oof. 9.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Pickles is digging through this office.
Yeah, I'm going to go in the office, too, where Pickles went.
Yeah, Eugene would love to look through the storeroom.
All right.
By the time you get there, it's a mess.
Pickles, you find a lot of books. You find that they're all just works of fiction. The foreman of the mine must have just been a avid reader and must have had a lot of spare time down here. But you do find their journal. On their desk, they have a log of the daily events.
Hey, Ambrose, I don't want to read this. Do you want to read this?
Hold on, don't touch it.
I already touched it. I've touched everything in here.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic anyways as a ritual. And then... Sure, I'll read it.
Alright, it's a book. I don't like books. There's no pictures.
All right. Yeah, there's no magic in here, but you read the book. It is the logs of the mining foreman. In the early parts of the log, it discusses him and his men digging out the top levels, building the lift, coming down here because they'd found a open tunnel, and usually that leads to a vein of resources. They worked their way down and found this massive crystal cavern, and they all started getting to work mining. They found lots and lots and lots of precious minerals. They stored them in that little storage room to the side there. It discusses how, as they were digging, they started to find evidence that this place could be home to a very rare type of crystal, something that can harness the powers of the divines. You would recognize the drawing as a similar type of crystal to the decay crystal that Zeos had. It says that they worked really hard, but they eventually found where they need to mine to get to these crystals if they're present. But as they got further into the walls, they found that the walls were magical and they could not dig any further. They had to send out for magical pickaxes. But the day that they had planned on sending people to go purchase them, a strange merchant showed up, offering them a much cheaper solution.
This fucking guy.
Is there a description on the merchant?
Wait, which one is it? Which one is it?
He was a very weird man. He meets the description of one Zanzibar.
Oh, that motherfucker.
He sold them magical potatoes that he got from somewhere. He wasn't very clear, but these potatoes could absorb magic. So they bought bushels and bushels and bushels of them, much cheaper than magical pickaxes, and loaded them into the mines, where they proceeded to find one of the crystals.
Turn the page to see if there's a name on it.
This is Foreman Graham Sims' journal. It says on the last day, him and his men were getting ready to take all of their findings, but they saw some strange movement out in the tree lines, and his men got really scared and ran back into the mines as they swear they saw snake people in the woods. And that is the last entry.
Is there signs of a struggle in this room?
In this room, no, but in the main room, you did notice that there were skeletons all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to search everything in here as well. You said there's like a thing right beside the desk, right?
Yeah, there is a bookshelf full of books, but they're all just works of fiction. They're just fantasy novels.
I already looked super good, Ambrose. Don't worry about it. I found everything. It's just shit.
I'm just nodding. I'm sure you did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I look again, even though she told me.
Yeah, you don't find anything in particular.
Okay.
Is there anything noteworthy in the storage room?
You guys go into the storeroom and you see that there are various barrels, some mundane pickaxes. There are crates full of supplies. You see that there are 2 Dungeoneers kits. There are climbing equipment. There are enough for 6 people. And inside the barrels, you do find some very valuable materials indeed. You find 4 barrels of raw mithril.
Whoa.
And 3 smaller barrels that have orichalcum in it, which is a very, very rare metal. You think that you could have these forged into armors or weapons.
Fantastic.
Ambrose, I think we need your purse.
Or purse.
It's not a purse.
It's a man-bros bag.
It's not a purse. And that's way heavier than 500 pounds. I'm assuming, right? This is like 2 barrels of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put half in it, but Hold on. It's not a purse, first off.
It's a very handsome and practical bag, Ambrose. Everyone thinks so.
Yes, it's a very cute purse.
See?
I will remember this.
Hey, that's genuine. I'm jealous. I would wear that purse.
I'll make one for you.
I wouldn't. It's too girly.
We could always wrap it around your waist. You could have a fanny pack.
Oh, a fanny pack of holding.
Please don't do that.
Okay, well, this is fascinating. I know this is valuable, but the cultists were speaking of a ritual that we might be interrupting, so whatever we are going to do, I think we should do it quickly.
Right. So Zanzibar is obviously a trickster. I'm not going to go through the whole scenario. He sold a bunch of magical potatoes to break through a magical wall, and they got played, and that's when you see skeletons. So, yeah, it makes no sense. Just keep walking. Also,
are you not going to mention the crystals in the walls or whatever?
I mean, I thought you guys kind of assumed. Yeah, but yeah, there's a crystal. And then I'll give Pickles my healing canister. Take a deep breath.
Okay. Fun fact, she doesn't breathe anymore, so she will pretend to take a breath.
Well, it still works and it gets on your skin, so I just shake it up a little bit. I turn off the aerosol and literally just like salt pepper shaker on top of her head, and then
smells great, like flowers.
Oh, thanks. New formula I was working on. So where to?
I mean, I think there's only the one way. So
yeah, what kind of
that way.
directions out of here do we see? There's the office, there's the storeroom, there's the like lounge area.
There's a path down here, and there's a path up here.
So path to the south, a path to the north.
I thought that was storage. Got it.
I would say investigate the path to the south.
All right.
I agree. Let's not leave any room unturned as we move deeper. Don't want to get outflanked.
You investigate this little path down here. You see it is mostly full of more supplies. There's a crate full of torches. You could get 20 torches. It's pretty full. There is a crate full of rope, hempen rope, about 500 feet.
I'll take as much rope as I can carry.
There is a barrel full of coal. It looks like they have found 2 barrels of coal that they have kind of gathered over here in this corner. Not particularly valuable, but maybe useful.
Pickles is going to take a bunch of it because she can draw with it.
Eugene will take some because he can use it for fire.
Pickles, roll a perception check.
That's a 12.
Eugene, roll a perception check.
Just got it.
That's a 12.
Never mind.
Idalia, roll a perception check.
My passive perception is 23. Just throwing it out there.
That is true. 23 passive perception. I will say, out of the corner of your eye, in this very back area, you see a very small hole that is coated in crystals. But you think that maybe someone small enough like Pickles could crawl through it.
Pickles, dear.
Yep.
Do you see that? And she'll point at the hole.
I do now.
Do you think you could fit in it?
Yep. Totally. 100%. I'm going to go. Bye. She's just going to start making her way through.
Adalia kind of like reaches the hand out like she's going to try to do something, but...
Pickles, you crawl through this small hole here. You will take 6 points of damage as these jagged crystals cut into you a little bit. It is a very tight squeeze even for you. But on the other side, you see...
Adalia has mold earth. If I see her struggling, could I open the hole a little bit so she doesn't get scratched?
Yeah, link the spell.
Yeah.
But I do think you probably could. I don't see why not.
I'm not trying to like knock the whole thing down, but just...
I could take it.
Hang on, I haven't read the...
I could take
I mean, you could probably even make it big enough that we could all move through.
I could just punch it. Hurts me, I'll hurt it back.
Yeah, I mean, you can manipulate rock or stone. I would say that this is mundane enough stone that you could manipulate.
Okay. I'll make it big enough for Pickles to get through, and then since she's already scrambling, and then I'll just start working on it, making it big enough for everybody else to go through.
All right. Pickles, you get kind of snagged on a crystal, and then Adalia makes it easier for you as she starts to make the hole big enough for everyone else. While you are in here, you see a skeletal miner who is clasping something to his heart. His hands are wrapped around it.
Hey guys, there's a dead guy and he's got something in his hands. Should I touch it? I feel like I shouldn't touch it, but I feel like I also should touch it.
Pickles?
It's really pretty.
Don't touch it.
Pickles, don't touch it, please. Give us just a moment. And Adalia's got, like, sort of earth-toned light. Don't touch it, Pickles. As she's, like, slowly excavating this earth out so that we can get through.
I'm gonna peek my head in and keep my detect magic to see if there's anything popping off.
All right. No, there's nothing magic that you can really sense.
Oh, it looks good.
I can touch it? Just
There's no magic. It might be a trap.
She's already grabbed it.
Okay.
Oh.
He said it was good.
Pickles, you grab at it and you open its hands. It is holding a large shard of a crystal, and as you go to, pull it out of its hands, it lunges forward for a moment and goes, "Mine!"
Great.
And then
No.
crumples.
Oh.
I was wrong. I'm sorry. I guess that was magic.
He's dead now. It's okay. I got it.
Ambrose, you do not sense any magic.
That was weird.
Wait, did you just say you were sorry? Hold on. Can we go back a couple seconds? Did you actually apologize?
I apologize all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
This is like my one time I apologize because 99% of the time I'm right.
All right. Once the hole is big enough, Adalia would like to go through while they're having this conversation and just check out everything else that's in there. Is there anything like is it a special cave? How'd this guy get in here? Did he crawl in through the little hole? Is there anything interesting happening in here that he would choose this as the spot to die with his fancy crystal?
Roll an investigation check.
I'm bad at that. Okay, here we go.
Or if you want to roll medicine to specifically look at his body, or...
Sure. Actually would rather do that. Oof. 13. That was bad.
You get the feeling that something strange was happening here, that as soon as Pickles pulled the crystal out of his hand, it was like that was the moment he died. But he's clearly been dead for 10, 15 years.
Okay. Ferric, darling, what do you make of this? I feel as if he was clinging to the side of the veil until just now. Is that possible?
Would this figure, Cody, would you say that this figure still has a mouth?
Yes.
Ferric will walk up to it and kneel down and cast Speak with Dead.
Nice.
Ooh.
You can ask it up to 5 questions. The corpse knows what it knew in life.
Pickles is gonna back up so it doesn't try to steal her crystal.
Can you hear me?
Yes. That's question
No.
1.
Ambrose's questions don't count.
Yes, I do. That was question 2. No, I'm just joking. Feel free.
My dear friend, why do you still cling to life with this crystal?
I found it, and they wanted to take it, so I hid.
Friend, do you know the consequences of this crystal, and if so, what are they?
I don't know for sure, but it is special.
Can I look at the crystal? What color is the crystal?
Pickles ran out of the cave with it.
It is white. Pickles, would notice.
It is white.
It is white.
Interesting.
What can you tell me of the serpent people?
They came and killed all of my friends here. We used to work in this mine. We were all going to be rich.
They are casting some sort of ritual here, no? What is it?
I don't know.
Damn. I only have one more question, everyone. What shall I ask?
How deep is the cave? How far do we have to go? Is there anything we have to worry about? Are there pits?
Are there pits?
What was his name?
Where are the potatoes?
I agree with the potatoes.
Tell me about the potatoes.
What an amazing final question.
I don't think that's a question.
What of the potatoes?
What of
Where
the
would you
potatoes,
keep
man?
the potatoes? Where would they be if they're still around?
What of the potatoes?
Beware the potatoes.
I'm putting that as the episode title right now.
As the final question is asked and answered, it collapses, and I kind of look over at the rest of the group. I guess we beware the potatoes.
Is Pickles still here, or did she run away?
Oh, she didn't run away. She just ran out of the little cave where the dead guy was.
Pickles. Could we take a look at that?
But what if you take it and then I die?
That seems very unlikely, since you are not a skeleton. But if you'd prefer to hold on to it, could I at least look at it?
Yeah, sure, I don't care. Just don't let Navarro touch it.
Sure.
Rude.
So, I don't have identify, but as a crystalborn,
I do.
I know you do. I'm doing a thing, Ian. Let me do it.
Ambrose just shows up. I got that.
I got it. Adalia's just gonna hold the crystal in her hands and try to commune with it, I guess, and try to understand what it is, what she can glean from it.
I think you would recognize that it seems very much like one of the, shards, like the decay crystal or its ilk, but it seems to be empty.
Empty. So I don't feel any, so it's white, but I don't feel like I do when I take my light crystalline shapes or anything. It's just possibility.
That's a really good way of putting it, actually. Yeah, it feels like a possibility.
It doesn't feel like any of my crystalline forms. It feels like potential or something. Have you ever seen anything like it? She holds it out to Ambrose if he does want to cast Identify on
I'll take a look. Pull out spy kits, 45 lenses, start rotating them. See what I'm looking at.
So you cast Identify on it, correct?
Ritually cast Identify, actually.
I think for a moment it would glow golden. You would sense that it is a magic imbued object for a moment, and then once your spell ended, it would go away.
Do you see what I mean? Possibility.
Perhaps a conduit? You can store energy within it, like a battery.
What's a battery?
Do batteries not exist? Oh yeah, I guess they don't. What the hell? What do you call something that stores energy? It's gotta.
So it's like a box.
For an artificer.
It's like a box for
bucket.
magic.
Yeah, like an artificer. A battery exists.
I do think
arcane
a battery
should
would
exist.
be a really advanced concept that most people would have never heard of. But I do think that they exist on a fundamental
Like
level.
a ring of spell storing. You can put energy within it, or a spell within it, and it kind of holds it. But not the same concept where it actually holds the actual spell, but maybe just the basic energy of it.
You lost me.
The essence of the spell.
I wonder if it could amplify magic.
I can't cast spells really, so.
May I have it back?
If you break it, you buy it.
Understood, Pickles. So, Adalia is going to hold it and try to put the energy of Druidcraft into it, if that makes sense. She's gonna cast Druidcraft on the crystal.
Yeah. I think for a moment it would turn brown.
Does it just fade away after?
It turns brown?
Well, like the earth crystal is brown.
Oh, so it's the base form of what a crystal is. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought this was the light crystal that was pertaining it,
No,
but it's
I
literally
told
just
you
the base
it's
form.
possibility. One more thing. She's gonna turn back to the wall, holding the crystal, and cast Mold Earth one more time and see if it's, like, extra spicy on that hole that she's been making bigger.
When you cast it and have the crystal nearby, the crystal glows and the other effects do not happen. You're not able to actually mold the earth.
Ooh. Navarra, can you?
She can't touch it.
Or anyone. No. or Ferric, anyone really. Could you cast something innocuous and just stand near me?
Ferric stands near and casts fairy fire to illuminate the cave.
Does it get sucked in?
Yes, it does. It would turn...
Even though Ferric's not touching it?
No, yeah. It would seemingly absorb that, and for a moment it would glow a bluish color, I believe.
I believe I have an idea. And Ferric is going to back away and then continuously cast Mage Hand to see where the hand disappears so that we can get a sense of the distance that this anti-magic crystal is effective.
Seems to be about 30 feet.
Haha.
I think this
Incredible.
could be, well, incredible. Something valuable, of course. But we should also be careful. If there's more of this in the caves, perhaps our magic will not be useful here. Perhaps at an important time. So just be aware.
Could you just stay still for a second? And Navarre's going to cast Sacred Flame, not at Adalia, but between her and that 30-foot barrier.
Are you outside the 30 feet when you cast it?
I'm like within it. I'm trying to like make it kind of maybe go like brush your shoulder or something, like right by Adalia's shoulder.
But you are outside the 30 feet when you cast it?
I'm within the 30 feet, and
Okay.
I'm trying to see if it will let me hit you, or if it will take the attack away from you, like deflect it or steal it before it touches you.
I don't know if that would work if you're inside the 30 feet. You might step outside the 30 feet radius and try it that way.
Okay, then I'll step back out.
Yeah, if you cast it within the sphere, nothing would happen but the crystal would glow. Once you step out and cast it in, it would dissipate on the barrier of the 30 feet.
Shit.
Looks interesting.
Man, I've been looking for something like this. This is sick.
Navarre's also going to like kind of do an insight on Ravenel and see if he's interested or bored or...
Ravenel has been just watching intently as you guys go through these tests. Just quietly watching, not really saying anything at all.
Okay.
Well, whoever holds it, just be aware. Just be aware you will not heal. So,
Put it in the bag.
well, I mean, I'll hold it. I don't care. I'll just die again.
No, put it in the bag. No.
Point of order, if you put it in the bag, what will happen
Yeah.
since the bag is magic?
That's a good
Oh
point.
boy.
Let's not put it in the bag.
I take 5 steps back.
I fire a magical crossbow round near Adalia and see if it like breaks on impact.
It does not. It goes dangerously close to her and shatters, or bounces off the wall because it's magic.
Yeah, looked like it was good.
All right. Pickles, do you want it back? Just, you might have to be alone if we are to cast magic.
Just put it in the bag of holding, guys.
Yeah, just give it to Ambrose.
Thank you.
He's just gonna be annoying about it. Like, just,
I'm
he
concerned,
apologized. It was a good step. Like, let's just give it to him.
But Ambrose, your purse is magical, isn't it? What if we put it
Right,
in there?
but it doesn't negate magical items. It just negates magic.
All right, if
Perhaps.
you're certain.
I thought I confirmed it with the magical bolt that I fired it near, because my bolt would have broken if it wasn't magical, is what I was testing.
Yeah, but the crystal didn't go in the arrow. Like, we're putting the crystal in the item.
Right, but if it's in like 30 feet radius, it could be possible that like it negates the magical.
Yeah, worst comes to
Right?
worst.
Look,
everything.
it's worth the test, but
from
this
your bag
better,
goes
worst
away.
case scenario, we're carrying it. Yeah, so guess we carry this ore out.
It opens up a black hole and sucks us all into it and we die.
Fine, I will step away then and do it. And I
Haven't you ever heard the stories?
the
The stories!
the purse of holding, and I will put the negative crystal in. We gotta name this thing. And I put it into
Negative crystal.
anti-crystal. No, that doesn't work. It's still a crystal. And put it back of holding.
It seems to work.
Hey, look at that. Perfect.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft and grow a flower. Is it working now that it's in the bag of holding?
Magic seems to be working again.
Okay. Well, that is something valuable enough to kill for, I suppose. We should be very careful.
Should we go to try to stop that ritual now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Sorry. My brain got super excited for something I've never seen before, so back to typical rituals and cults.
Yeah, we should also be very aware that if we need to dodge something and you're too far away, that could create a problem versus being able to just go behind pickles.
Say that again?
So if it's in your bag and you're shooting a crossbow from however far away you could be, and we needed to dodge something quickly, it would be much harder to get to you versus if we were to just huddle behind pickles, and then all of us could dodge something maybe terrifying or cold, specifically cold.
Navarre has a valid point.
Or cold.
Who wants to hold it then?
I want nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I mean, I think that if I hold it, then we know that a certain
Fuck
someone
no.
will have...
Next.
Listen to me. If I hold it, we know that a certain someone will not be able to interact with me. I won't be able to use magic from that person.
We don't know that.
Any sort of magic, really. I think perhaps Pickles makes the most sense to me. She doesn't rely on magic like the rest of us.
I think Eugene's point is valid. Or are we okay with this deity influencing him and, in extension, this group?
I mean, is the communication magical? Just because the magic is magical doesn't mean he can't talk to him. He's a god.
The arcane and divine are linked inseparably, are they not?
Are they not? I really don't know.
Through the crystals, arcane energy is able to exist.
Pickles, you are the one who found it. What would you have us do?
I mean, if Miraz wants it, Miraz can have it. But if Miraz dies, he's squishy. Like punch him and he's gonna fall over, and then he's no healing and he's gonna die.
Also, a very valid point.
Little stronger than that, Pickles. Just a little.
Eugene, you are.
Okay, like 2 punches. You can have it.
I did hold your shoulder on the way down. I was worried I was going to break it.
You know what, Eugene? You have it, and I will just run over and steal it from you if I need it.
Fair enough.
Eugene's not getting the crystal.
Oh,
It's not yours, it's
And
mine.
Rose,
I found it.
The crystal protects us from the mistakes that I've created. It prevents me from using magic.
We're just going to give a crystal to someone that is making dirty deals with the prince.
It
We're all
prevents
fine
me
with
from
that?
making any such deals.
You don't know that. You just
Okay,
made that
fine,
up.
Give me the crystal. Just give me the crystal. And let's
There.
move on before
I
they
passed
blow up the world.
purse to Pickles.
All right.
Any more theories?
none at all?
Again, ritual, people blow it up, the world. Maybe
Yes.
we should
Ritual.
stop arguing like we always do.
Agreed. We should move quickly. There's time, hopefully, to discuss this later.
Let us continue.
All right. So you all head deeper into the mine then?
Indeed.
Yep.
As you walk into the mine, Ambrose, your detect magic sense goes off. You can sense that there is something magical up ahead.
Oh, it goes off? Like, I don't sense, like, my magic, my...
No, it goes off as in you can sense it.
Oh, okay,
Because of-
sorry. I thought it was like, oh, I'm walking into an anti-magic zone. I'm like, oh my god.
Do you say anything? Or do you just let us walk into it?
Sorry. There's magic up front. Is there anything that I see with the magic?
You can see the glowing outline of what appears to be some sort of a magic circle.
Doesn't detect magic let you see what kind of magic it is to you?
Yeah, I think so.
You learn at School of Magic. Yeah.
Abjuration.
There's some abjuration magic up.
I don't know what that means.
Warding magic.
Protection, Pickles.
Oh, can we get rid of it? Can we avoid it?
Yeah, we can.
Does it look like something we can get around?
I'll pull out the crystal.
Oh, I thought Pickles had the crystal.
Oh, my bad. Pickles has a crystal. Crystal, we can use the... Pickles, we can use the crystal.
Okay, can you ask nicely?
I'm just letting you know you can use the crystal.
Okay, you go first, and then I'll use the crystal.
I'm just letting you know that you can use it.
That is enough.
Pickles is gonna take
Thank
out the
you.
crystal and walk in.
You step on it with the crystal.
I don't step on it, but I step up near it with the crystal.
What would you like to do? It sits there. You can see what he's talking about. It's very faint. You can only really see the outline where it's like drawn into the rock with like what appears to be very old dried blood.
Ambrose, is the magic still there? Now the Pickles is nearby.
Is it still
Yes.
there? In
Yes,
that
it is.
one spot radius? Or is it...
Yep, it's right there, right 5 feet from Pickles.
Perhaps it
The crystal
only
doesn't suppress it.
perhaps it only suppresses new magic,
that is weird.
not existing.
Do you want me to just like drop the crystal on the thing?
No. I might be able to do something. God, I don't want to. Is there a way to go around this? Like, or is it blocking our path forward?
You
What if I
could get
tie the
around
crystal
it,
to the end
knowing
of a
where it's
stick?
at. You could. What was that? You want to tie the crystal to a stick and poke it?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
that's what I said.
That's such a good idea.
First, you can walk around it. You do see that you could, but it is in like a very
Yeah.
easy to walk in spot. Pickles grabs a piece of the track that is rotted and ties the crystal to the end and pokes it. And you all see a large blast of necrotic energy shoot up and then go into the crystal. And the crystal glows purple for a
Cool.
moment.
I got an anti-magic stick.
Wow,
That will come in handy.
it's extraordinary, really.
I really hope this isn't like storing a bunch of power and like it's gonna hit a maximum and just like explode it all out. 'Cause
Yes,
that would
perhaps
really
we should-
suck.
Perhaps we should save it for more dire circumstances.
Yeah, at least we know we can get rid of stuff with it now.
Yes.
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards
Yeah,
we go.
going.
Now that you've activated the trap and you get your bearings, you can see to your east there is a splintering path. To your west there is a winding path. And due north in front of you, you see a large door with a similar magic circle on it and a small circular divot in the middle of the magic circle.
Well, I would imagine that's the way forward, but we should probably cover our bases, right? As we did in the previous room.
Do we need to? And Ferrick's gonna crack their knuckles and eye up that door.
Work your magic, Ferrick. Work your magic.
I understand the desire to eliminate all possibilities, but the ritual, it could be... We have no idea what the timeline is. Perhaps if we're able to stop whatever they're doing, we can come back.
That's a good point. I forgot about the ticking time bomb. That's a thing we need to worry about.
Should I go poke the door with the stick?
Think that, and then Varric, if needed.
Yes. Poke away.
Okay.
Pickles, as you approach the door to give it a poke, you pass by a narrow passage, and inside you see a mound of potatoes.
I take a turn.
No. Pickles?
Wait,
no.
Pickles, the door. What?
Eyes on the prize.
There's
Beware the
potatoes.
potatoes.
There's
Beware the
magical-
potatoes.
Wait, there's potatoes?
It said beware the potatoes.
Oh, we've got to go see that.
No.
It said beware the potatoes.
Yeah, you see a big pile of potatoes over here.
Beware the
The
potatoes.
dead man specifically said beware the potatoes.
Yeah, but the dead man also said this crystal was his, and it's not. So he's not worried about everything.
Okay. Again, I'm fascinated by the potato potential also, but ritual.
What type of magic are these potatoes giving off? Is the real question.
I thought the letter said that they were anti-magic potatoes.
Yeah, they don't really give off any magic.
Even more reason to take a potato. All right,
That's
fine.
weird.
I
We
will
can come back
listen
for the potatoes.
angrily. Go and poke the door.
Ferrick writes down on a little piece of notepaper, Eugene eat potato equal no prince.
If you eat the potato, it'll take all the magic out.
Pickles, you see this magic circle is written in blood. There's a small circular divot in the center. It is a big stone door, but in the middle
it,
you
say
see...
something? Sorry, continue.
It does say something, but it's in an arcane script. You have to roll Arcana.
I have a -2 in Arcana. I would not know.
I did a little studying. I could see if I could discern this.
What does it say, Pickles?
Something about potatoes, I'm sure.
While this is going on, Navarre's definitely going to grab a potato.
I got a 21 on Arcana, Cody, if
I
that's
don't trust
alright.
her.
But if you need it specifically from Pickles, then belay that.
No, you can approach and read it.
Anti-life potato.
Yep, definitely about potatoes.
It's in a ancient script that you don't fully recognize its dialects, but it breaks down to portal door.
Portal door.
Oh boy, okay. I relay that first to Pickles and then to everyone else.
That's not good.
It says potato door.
Navarra, you say that you walk into this area and pick up a potato?
Yes.
Oh, God. Here we go.
As you walk in, you start to notice there are these long,
Oh, God.
purplish things growing out of these potatoes.
Like tentacles?
They are like roots.
I don't know if I would touch it if I saw stuff coming out of it like that.
As you go to touch it, you see the roots flex for a moment, and then you pull back.
Oh, God.
You say you weren't going to touch them until you saw that stuff, so I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just, beep up back to the main hallway.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretend I didn't just almost do something. Not say a word.
Adalia has 23 passive perception. She saw that shit.
Around a corner? That's impressive.
She saw you go into the potato room.
Could just be hungry.
Is everything all right, Navarra?
No, y'all are right.
The doorway, Cody.
Yo.
Does it, you said there was a divot in the door, right?
Yep.
Is the divot potato-sized?
I mean, yeah, it is.
Great.
Ferric, I think we might need your mage hand.
So do you want me to poke the door, or are we just gonna do shit with it?
Poke the door.
I've got something a little better. Oh, hey, look, it says portal door.
Should I poke the door before you touch the thing that's probably gonna shoot out necrotic energy and kill you?
Poke the
No, put the
Okay.
stick away for me, please.
I'm not gonna put the stick away. I'm just gonna walk away. Cause I don't
Do you
want
walk
to be
in the potato room?
Are you in the potato room right now?
Yeah.
God.
I'm just sticking with Pickles, wherever she goes.
Navarra has, backed down the hallway.
Okay, if Ferric is all alone now, Ferric's gonna look down the hallway at all their cowering comrades.
Adalia will walk up. She's not gonna let Ferric.
Sorry, I zoned out. I'll walk up. I'll just move up.
Nope.
I'm in the potato room.
As Ambrose is in earshot, and I think Ferric would trust a Dahlia with this too, Ferric would look at Ambrose and say, "Listen, you really need to take it easier on Eugene, okay?"
Please.
Are you kidding me right now? Right now?
Yes, right now. Listen, we do not know what
How
is
about the
behind this
gift?
door.
Negative crystal in there, and you think you're gonna be giving it to a guy that has to deal with the prince? Are you crazy?
The reason that we need to deal with this is because we cannot keep having these conversations in cavern tunnels. And it seems like the longer you remain angry, the more whispered conversations in cavern tunnels we have.
That's not my fault.
Frankly,
That is not my fault.
frankly, shh, listen, quite frankly, the more you treat him like an enemy, the more he will resent you, and the more he will become your enemy. Does that get through your head?
We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
I'll chill out.
Yeah. So you guys are all having this conversation here. And Pickles and Eugene have kind of dipped into the potato room. Pickles, as you step into the potato room, you see those roots, just like Navarra saw. They are long and purplish. They're crawling up the wall, and as you start to walk into the room, they will flex kind of at you a little bit. They'll move.
I'm gonna flex back at him.
Oh, God.
What do? Do you go in, pick up a potato? What do you do?
They're like crawling up the wall and stuff?
The veins are, the roots are.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever left a bag of potatoes in the cabinet for like a year and then open them up and you're like, oh my God, there's an eldritch monster in my cabinet.
Beware the potatoes. It's like right there. It's been very clear. Beware the potatoes. Pickles, I saw you go in there. Do not touch the potatoes.
Has Ferric died yet? Can I come out? If not, I'm definitely gonna touch a potato.
Don't touch the potatoes. Ferric, do whatever we're doing.
Why didn't you poke the door, Pickles?
Oh my God. Okay.
Ferric said not to.
Ferric casts knock on the door.
Ferric, you knock on the door. It flings open. The portal changes from purple to green, and it starts to suck. I'm going to need you to roll a strength saving throw to hold on, or a dex save to try and get out of the way.
I'm definitely rolling dex. That's a 26,
Nice.
baby.
Yes!
Nice.
Oh, thank God. I had a
Nice.
backup plan, but that's much better.
Adalia, Ambrose, you feel it pulling you even from the 20 feet away that you are, but you are just far enough to where it is not enough to really pull you. It sucks for a while, and then it slams shut. And then as it slams shut, Ferric, you see the portal turn purple again.
Okay. We learned something.
This door sucks.
Can we poke the door now?
I think it is time to poke the door.
Yeah, just poke
Pickles,
the door. Just get this over.
But if we just go through the portal, it's probably pretty cool.
The door's shut. We have to open the door and go through the proper portal. So somebody has
that
to go
is
in
the
the
proper
portal
portal?
divot.
It's a potato-sized divot. Pickles, can you try putting the crystal in it? Poking it with the crystal?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think it is time to poke.
I'm gonna poke the door.
You poke the door,
I'm not gonna put it in the divot, but I'm gonna just touch the door with the crystal.
You're gonna poke.
nothing happens.
Poke
The
the
light's
divot.
still there?
Yes.
Put it in the divot.
You know, Ravenod, you
Seems-
want to come up here and do it yourself?
Yes, if it will save time, I will come and put it in the divot.
Pickles is gonna poke the stick into the divot.
It does nothing.
There, you happy? Go get a potato.
I suggest Ferric use magic to get the potato. They don't look like potatoes.
Situation.
They're anti-magic potatoes. It wouldn't work.
They're Okay, fine. Ferric walks over, mage hands a potato into the divot.
As you mage hand the potato, the spell fizzles.
Oh.
Well,
The spell fizzles because Pickles is still there, or something just... Oh, because they're anti-magic. I'm so dumb.
Magic.
because they're
Ravenol
anti-magic.
marches in and just like looks, like raises an eyebrow and like picks up a potato.
It was nice knowing you, Ravenov. It was nice knowing you.
Ravenau, as you pick up the potato, the whole mound of potatoes starts to squirm,
Ew.
but nothing happens.
I do have a potato though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Why
I
is he
walk
allowed to
out
touch
and
the potatoes?
I look at them and I just say, "There's something definitely in that pile of potatoes." And then he keeps walking to the door, and he puts a potato in the divot.
It does nothing.
Damn
He
it.
throws a potato on the floor, and he says, "I think there's something under the pile of potatoes that we might need."
Okay.
Are there...
I don't like puzzles.
Says Ravenov?
Yes.
Don't
Should we
like
just
puzzles. He throws it down.
search the other rooms, go through the portals, kill the
That's probably a
potatoes?
better idea.
Search the other rooms.
There must be
So,
something.
were there two potatoes over by the door now? Because
Orb-shaped.
Ferric did one as well? Or did I misunderstand something?
No, the mage hand fizzled when he tried to grab it.
Oh, sure. Okay. Right.
But we do know we need something orb-shaped to go in the divot. But it's not a potato.
And it's not the
Or
crystal.
the crystal.
And I'm fairly sure there's something in the piles of potatoes.
Pickles, you come up here.
Yeah, Pickles is just walking north.
You walk
Pickles
north
just
past
gone.
the potato room and find another large room full of potatoes. This one is even veinier, and the second that you even lay eyes on the potatoes, you see the veins, the roots flex.
Guys, I found more potatoes.
Don't touch them!
Maybe the key is in the piles of potatoes? Like a needle in a haystack.
Can you talk to the potatoes? Like you talk to the tree? Are they plants?
I'd have to touch them.
I mean, it didn't kill Ravenel.
It's also anti-magic.
They
I
did
don't
shake.
know if that counts. All right, fine.
All right. Should we fight the potatoes? I'm a little lost.
Maybe we should go through the portal, like Pickles said.
The door is covering it. Need to open the door with the correct key.
Yes, but I can cast knock again, and it sucks us all in.
Right, but that doesn't
right.
seem like the right entrance. If someone was making a door to a place, like why would it just suck you in like that? It's probably a
we're
false
looking-
door, false portal.
The Dark Matron is related to the Everwilds, right? Perhaps this is a portal there.
Well, you guys argue.
Cody,
I'm gonna go search the other hallway.
I kick this
Yeah,
pile,
I'll follow
Cody.
Pickles then.
Yeah, Navarre's going to go down back towards the summoning circle and go towards the right, and she's going to be ritually casting Detect Magic as she goes down that hallway.
Kick the pile of potatoes.
Yeah, I kicked this pile of potatoes that shook when I picked it up.
Navara, as you get to here, you sense another one of those rooms.
Navarre's not going to try and be quiet. She's just going to holler like, Pickles, I need you to come poke something.
Nope.
Nope. Is that what she said?
Something.
Yep. Just go the other way with Ambrose.
Adalia's gonna stay kind of near the portal door and try to be like a comms person, like track where everybody is and be able to
Dispatcher.
message them like a dispatcher to make sure that nobody gets into trouble and we can't get to them.
Oh, there just must be multiple wards. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we just gotta get rid of all of these so we can just go through the door.
All right, I'll go poke it.
Yeah, Ambrose, as you go down this splintering path here, you see another ward as well.
I'll poke that one, and then I'll shuffle to Navarre and poke the other one.
All right. You have successfully disarmed 3 wards.
How's the door looking?
After you disarm the last ward, though, Pickles, you do notice that the crystal is starting to glow a purple color.
Hey guys, I don't think I should poke things anymore.
I think maybe try and poke the divot again, now that it's glowing.
Fine. Could be all smart and stuff.
I want to move on up a little bit too.
I'm looking through the potatoes at this point, one by one, and tossing them behind me as I wait.
I'm gonna poke the divot.
Nothing happens, Pickles.
Ah, God damn it. Alright, it's definitely the potatoes.
Eugene would like to check some of the other branches. We haven't gone all the way down yet. Same thing that Navarre is doing, but on the opposite side.
All right.
Does the door look any different, Cody? Is there poking wards? Is anything happening on the door?
No, it doesn't seem like anything is happening on the door as they're destroying the wards. So your team is pretty well split up at this moment. So I'm gonna have to fall back into an order here. Let's see. I'll just go with the last one. So, Ambrose, you are heading north down the winding path.
Mm-hmm.
You see more piles of potatoes over here in this
Okay, cool.
little room to your east.
I'll look for traps too before I walk in.
Yeah, you do sense another ward up here, up near that pile of potatoes. As you walk into this room, the potato pile starts to shift, and
The one that I'm in?
you notice a very, very large potato.
Oh no. Guys? Guys?
It pushes its way out of the pile.
I am so far away.
Oh God. Adalia's gonna start flinging messages out in the direction everyone ran. Something's coming for Ambrose.
Ambrose, I'm here for you.
Is going to try and... Do you have any kind of reason you can't be surprised, Ambrose? Do you have alert?
I have alert.
Oh, best feat in the game.
Nice. Nice.
It tries to bite at you as you walk by, but you are not plussed. Beware the potatoes.
Oh my god.
Is it stuck? Does it have range? From reaching out to me? Does it have a...
It flies out of the pile of potatoes.
It flies?
It flies?
Oh, I want one.
I do think that is going to be where we end it for the night. A giant, massive potato monster has just jumped out at Ambrose. The party is literally as far apart as they could possibly be. I don't know what you guys were thinking.
Hey, I tried to remain central, okay?
Thank you for joining us, everybody. We literally couldn't do it without you. Come jump in our Discord and hang out with us. We'd love to have you. Come tell us how foolish the party was for splitting in this crucial moment. Discord.gg/The Homebrew Podcast. We have an amazing community growing. Come jump in, check it out. If you have a couple extra dollars, go check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/The Homebrew. $2 gets you access to all kinds of cool stuff. We have a ton of amazing offerings. $10, send a letter to Ferret. Get a shout out on the show. If you'd rather have something more tangible, physical that you can hold in your hand and roll and play Dungeons & Dragons with, go check out our sponsor, fanrolldice.com. Get yourself some dice. Use promo code Homebrew at checkout for 10% off. And remember, you are loved as much as Pickles loves her new crystal stick, which is a weird magic item that I didn't plan on making, that you made. Make your own magic items. You are important. You are as important as anti-magic potatoes are to magical crystal mining. You have no idea how expensive a magical pickaxe is. It's way too expensive. Miners can't afford that on a miner's budget. I mean, how are they supposed to afford magic pickaxes? And you matter. You matter as much as this mysterious portal door that seems to go mysterious places, but is definitely the answer to where we gotta go. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.